Hello everyone. I realize I'm a few minutes late, but you know, that's how it goes on Saturday morning. I am excited to bring you some things from my pre-order from the September to December 2023 catalog. Let me make sure I'm on screen here, and I'm not showing my face today. I mean, I know you love looking at me, but I'm not showing my face today because the lighting is super weird in here. The other thing I kind of forgot when I set this up was that 10 o'clock is like the worst time to film in here. So it's not as long as we're just looking down at the desk. I can control that. Light is streaking in, which is a beautiful sight. I'm not complaining. So how is everyone today? I hope you're doing well. I'm still adjusting the camera. I was trying to put it up a little bit, and then I was like, just go live. They will allow you some time. Because while I'm doing this, we can do the chat part of the Stampin' Chat, right? What did you guys do yesterday? You know, I just chatted with you on Thursday, and I didn't think the stuff was going to come in. And then here's what happened. This is not really a full reveal because I thought I had everything, and then I realized once I got the box opened that there were actually 2 boxes shipped, and the box that I got was full, almost full, of catalogs, which is great, but it means that I don't have like complete sets of the sweets and things like that I ordered. Like, they didn't put them, you know, it was just kind of probably whatever got fit into a box. So I'm going to show you what I have, and you're just going to ask questions, I'm sure. We'll see what's going on here. Let me pull up the screen, see if I'm catching anybody. I am catching some people. Roz, Donna, Kathy, hello ladies. So nice to see you. And yeah, I'm looking at the screen. I don't love it, but let me try one other thing. Let me actually be counterintuitive and add some light onto the table. And if it doesn't work, then I can easily just can it, Janet. So did everybody have a good Friday night? I had a really good Friday night. I went out to dinner. Some of you may have seen my picture, which I just loved. So I went out to dinner with some friends, and the girls I've been friends with since like the 7th grade. You know, one of them is who I officially call my bestie, but her sister Sandy, as while I don't get to see her as often, I'm just as close in my heart to her. So we had such a nice time. And of course, Nick came along. Nick is, you know, I've known him for 15 years when he married Katie, 15-ish. I don't remember exactly, but 15-ish. He just was one of the crowd right after that. So anyway, we had a really nice time, and I don't know about the weather where you guys are, but it was so nice. It actually felt more like September to me than, you know, the beginning of August. And I'm all about getting to September weather. So if I can have it in August, even better. Okay, is this thing going to work for me now? Let's see. Let me bring it down a little bit. So fancy. I want you to be able to see the beautiful colors in these things. I mean, they're so gorgeous. How can you not? Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So, I know, Roz, I know you did not get your pre-order yet. I'm not here to defend or inflame, but that does happen sometimes, unfortunately. And I know that I actually hate it more when it happens when I'm sending stuff out and then my kids don't get there, you know. But UPS doesn't guarantee things anymore, at least not where I am. So, actually, in the last class that I sent out, I sent priority, and it should have been there, I think, 2 days at the most, and it took 5 business days to get there. So, you know, and I also know Stampin' Up! Was slightly busy. Okay, everyone, so let's take a look at some of the papers. Like I said, this is a partial unboxing because, you know, the second box that has mostly the dies in it, it could show up today, could show up while we're live, could show up on Monday. But we're gonna, I have tons of cool things to show you as it is. So this will actually be fun. It won't take forever. And I'm also sure you guys have already watched some unboxing videos, so maybe this will be a replay. But I always think it's really fun to see what everyone likes individually. Okay, so this, you don't have to go too far into the catalog to find this. It's the Merry Bold and Bright 12x12 DSP. Agreed, it is frustrating, Roz. Merry Bold and Bright. And it is, I would love to show you the catalog, but here's the deal. I cannot. Stampin' Up! Will get after me, but this is, I can show you the cover, okay? And I can show you the back. And this is one of the prints of some lovely paper in a suite that if you have been shopping with me anytime during the past 6 months, this is coming out to you automatically. If you are going to be coming to see me for an event, I will have them available. And also, you can just head on over to thestampingsoo.com, hit the catalog requests, and you can get any of the catalogs sent to you as long as you're in the US. And this is a really pretty one. So, of course, we've got glare. That's okay. Like I said. Okay, so this one, Corinne says she's not crazy about it. Have you looked at the B-sides, Corinne? It's okay if you don't like it. But the B-sides, first of all, this isn't, I mean, it's non-traditional Christmas colors, right? We've got some Granny Apple Green, Melon Mambo, Flirty Flamingo. So there's some red and greens in there, but they're really bright. But the B-sides are super fun. I love this for birthday paper. This is the kind of stuff I like to use for birthdays. So, of course, you get 2 sheets of each, and then we've got these really cool light bulbs, and that's what the stamp set is. I'll bring that in. I have the stamp set. Look at this one. I love that one. And then, oh, this one has fa la 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 on the back. It didn't, no, it's not for everyone. That's why there's a catalog full of beautiful things, right? I'm into rainbows, stripes, bright papers. So there's that. Look at these two together. I love that. I don't know if the color is really coming off as bright as it is, but trust me, it's good. It's on trend for the holidays, Ross says. Okay, good to know. Oh, that's cute. It's a tree, but it's kind of, you know, disguised as some triangles with stars. And then here's a cool stripe. I like that. I would like this for a masculine card. Might be too bright for some men, but you know, that's too bad. I'd still make it. And then finally, some more trees. So this one has a suite of products with it. 1 minute here. Let me look at it since I know it's in the front. There's the paper, embellishments, a bundle, and then some iridescent ribbon. And I have with me the stamp set and the ribbon, I believe. So 1 minute here. I have the cutest basket I was going to show you. Well, I can't because, you know, it's off screen, but trust me, it's a cute little basket. And we're going to take a look at the ribbon so you can see how it ties. Yep, and this is it. Oh, and I might have, let me see if I have the embellishments. I don't remember seeing those. They're a really cool shape. They're kind of flat, which is great for mailing, isn't it? So non-machinable right now is, I think, about $1.05 or $1.10, which I do pay because, you know, my cards are a little gift to people, but still, it's like if you can get away with no special shipping. I hate to cut that ribbon. Let me see if I can get in here. I should have done this on, oh, are you saying that that red thing that I said was a tree with a star could be a Santa hat? I think you're right. It could totally be a Santa hat. See, you can just like reimagine all these things. Oh, it probably is a Santa hat. Yep. I would, now that you said it was a Santa hat, I can't unsee it. So there you go. Okay, so this is the iridescent ribbon. What is it? 3/8? Let me see again if it tells me. No, it's a half. Okay, I should have known that. Isn't this beautiful? So we've got a cool iridescence here. Sorry. And it's going to go great with all those bright colors, right? And then even if you don't, so I purchased the whole suite, but please keep in mind, you can purchase any or all of these products as single products, or you can purchase the whole suite. Ooh, this is pretty. It'll make a flat, see how this is kind of a flat bow? Nice. Or you can like puff it out a little bit if you're doing something a little more 3D and you're not going to put it in the mail. Very nice ribbon. Easy to tie, but still has a lot of presence. You could put this ribbon with some beautiful paper and a sentiment. Slap that baby on the front. That card is finished. You know how it goes. There are certain, if you do a lot of Christmas cards, like KZ on here does like hundreds of Christmas cards. And you need some time to do some of the cards that take more time. And then sometimes you just need to be like a machine. So that would be really simple to do. And then here is the stamp set, which I love. Because first of all, this is what grabbed me, not the lights necessarily. I will like those too, but I love these reverse sentiment stamps. So when the picture of a stamp is dark like that, just envision that the dark part is any color you want it to be. And since we do have a little time, you know, since I don't have every single thing that I ordered, which was a lot, I have a minute here to stamp if you guys would like that. If you don't like that and you're like, no, this is too distracting, then you can tell me nicely in the comments and I will not play with things as we go along here. Hello, Kathy. Kathy Herzog, I've been seeing you on a replay and now I get to see you live. Hello. Very nice to have you here. Okay, let's pull apple green. I think it'll show pretty good on screen. So I've heard a couple of you that aren't jonesing for this paper. Who is jonesing for this paper? I know you're out there. I need to know so I don't send you a card like this. Be like, great, she sent me the Granny Apple Green card. So here we go, to you and yours. And this, I didn't prime this photopolymer stamp, so it's probably going to be a little spotty. Let's check it out. Let me do another one. It'll definitely even out as the ink dries. I think that's really nice. Look at that. So any colors that you want to do, you're going to have a lot of versatility with those sentiments, because also the font is kind of just straightforward. So you can put it with a lot of your different stamp sets. Keep that in mind. Sometimes if you like a set just a little bit, the versatility of it will ship you over the edge. I know from personal experience. Unfortunately, I can see possibility in all these things. So I'm always like, give me any stamp set. I will enjoy it. Kathy says, play as much as you like. Okay, so that's what those do. And then, of course, you have some really fine-lined sentiments, which I love. There's this, this has a little nod to Santa, which is fun, I think. Here's the string for the string of lights. I will be showing you the dies as soon as I have them. But I just wanted to at least show you what I have and show you what goes with the paper. Okay, let me see here. I have kind of a setup, kind of an organized setup. Yeah, I'm gonna work myself into this corner. I finally got the Dazzle paper. I've been using the more Dazzle paper because I only had some old champagne, which is virtually the same. But the pack comes with gold as well as this is champagne. Now it looks like silver, right? But it has a lot of champagne in it and then gold. And so this is in the annual catalog, but I couldn't forget it. And I have to say, this is one of those things that I think when I look at it, I think, oh, that's going to go unorderable during the holidays. So I wanted to get it now. And again, that's the More Dazzle 6x6 paper specialty. 161749. Okay. I act goofy like that and hold it close so you guys can take a screenshot if you want. Because that's how I operate now, just from screenshots. This is gorgeous paper. Oh my gosh. So this is a whole suite of products. I wish I had the dies. But this is the stamp set, okay? Is it not gorgeous? We're going to stamp one of these because it's like a mix of distinctive and regular all in one. And I'm not sure that we have seen that yet. Oh, and look the size of them. Very nice. So on the cover, they are at 80%. See, so there's quite a bit there. And then, of course, you get the veining that's all different. And so when I look at this, of course, I think about all of the different techniques you can do with it. You know, with embossing, blending brushes, sponge daubering. You can color on these stamps with Stampin' Right markers and make all sorts of fall leaves. Yes, this is a $1 million stamp set for Amy Kinders. Amy K, you may see her. I think she posts a blog post every single day. I think I remember hearing that when I saw her in a training group. She's one of a few that do that. And so she's always got great pictures, and she's already showing pictures that she's created of cards that she's created with this set because she had it a little early, which I think is very fair given that it was to celebrate her stamp. And she said that fall was her favorite time of the year. And she was lucky enough that her stamp set became part of a suite. Oh, yeah. And it's a good one. I don't have the ribbon either, and I'm jonesing for it. There's some ribbon in here that's actually, it's copper. It just looks like liquid copper. It's part of our combo pack. And so, anyway, again, cool sentiments, innies and outies, or first parts, second parts, right? I'm thankful today and every day for all that you do. To have you as a friend. Autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. Oh boy, I need to stamp that out and look at it every day. I don't like to learn that lesson. I don't care for that lesson. But you know what? It doesn't, the life says it doesn't matter. I don't care if you like it or not. Look at this. When you ink it up, you can immediately see they have put distinctive on the inside and then bold lines on the outside. Let's see how this looks. Again, I didn't prime the stamp, I don't think. Oh, let me actually put it on cardstock. It already looks beautiful on the grid paper. And I just grabbed Pretty Peacock because I love it. It's my non-romantic boyfriend. Actually, my non-romantic boyfriend is John down at Starbucks. I told him, we have a crush on each other, a non-romantic crush. He's like, girl, we do. He's at the window, and I love him. Sometimes, I told him the other day, I don't even like coffee. I just come here to see you. Of course, that's not quite true. Oh, yes. Now, again, this will start to even out, and remember that was just, I hit it cold. So when I'm talking about priming my stamps, for photopolymer, they have a coating that kind of resists the ink. I know, counterintuitive. I'm sure it's just part of the processing. So this is all I do. I rub it on the chamois. You can also, I've seen Donna Gray smushes it, so she'll stamp it and then smash it into the paper. And whatever you want to do that works is fine. But I usually take the whole set. There we go. That's even better. Look at this. I mean, wow. That is some cool technology and a very beautiful leaf. So just imagine all the things you can do with that. Corinne, I saw that. You're saying that Amy made a card with pecan pie and copper clay. I saw it. Guess what? I took a screenshot. If anybody were to like steal my phone, it would be like, well, I can tell what she does 90% of the time. She plays with dogs, is out in her yard, and makes cards. That's it. I have no big secrets. Oh, and recipes sometimes. So yeah, pretty funny. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I would do if you weren't here and I was getting these stamps ready for production. Doesn't sound official. So I would just take, and this is clean, believe it or not, but they get stained, right? So before I even pull these off and put them in the stamp set, I would just do this. I just give them a little rough up. Okay. Hello, Holly. I know, it's so pretty, isn't it? And then the cool thing is there's veining that goes into the leaves. Like, I just wanted to give you a quick peek at the outstanding image. And so I just do that. And so then see, you've got, I'll show you this way. This is better. But remember, this is only at 80%. So this is actually the size of the image. Beautiful. This is kind of like the palm of my hand. So the leaves are like that, and then you've got all the veining, and then the die set knocks it out of the park. There's so many extra things in the die set. So keep that in mind. Now, in part, I'm showing you this because I know that some of you are wanting me to help you with your shopping lists, right? Not wish lists. Wish lists are for babies. We're serious. So we make shopping lists and then we tick off all the beautiful products. So you add these things to your shopping list, and then when I send you your catalog, you can run and find them. Exactly, Roz. We would have like the same, I mean, you know, well, you have your grandkids. Yes. I don't have my grandkids, but I have some of my nephew too. Okay, so this is all about autumn. So this is in the suite of paper, or this is in the suite along with the stamps I just showed you, okay? Some photos on one side and some beautiful foils on the other. I think this is such a varied set because for some of them, I don't care for the pictures maybe or wonder how to use it, but I can so get behind this beautiful foiling. It is copper. Again, the ribbon is copper as well. Look at this one, pretty peacock with copper, and it looks a little distressed. And guess what? This suite has an embossing folder that has a slightly distressed pattern that's very similar to these. I really like that. That looks like Moody Mauve, pretty peacock. Maybe Old Olive. Yeah, that's a nice one. So I know it's a little bit glaring. It's a little bit of a glare because, again, it's all that foil. So this is gorgeous. Now, can you imagine like laying some of those leaves on there? There are some great examples in the catalog. That's why you want to get a catalog, because it's just as much of an idea book as it is an ordering book. So I'll just go through a few of these so you can see, like, there's both texture, like a warm blankie or sweater. Doesn't this look fall? This gives me the feeling of fall big time. This looks like an East Coast place. This doesn't look like a West Coast forest to me. But this is why I love it, right? Because it's different. It's different than what I see every day. Beautiful wood grains. There's a few of them. And then, of course, Moody Mauve, sorry. What's this one? More blanky. Corduroy, something. I don't know. But you can almost feel these things. I feel like this paper is very tactile. Like you could just, grab this little pumpkin. Oh, so pretty. Wow. Books. That's cool. A great color palette for all of these. So, and then leaves. That's great. Very nice. Okay, we're going to look at all of them after all. Some tufted upholstery. I think there's 2 of these, maybe just one. Kind of interesting. I think that give it a chance because it's not busy. And so I think when you want to layer stamps on things, but you want a little bit of a pattern, I think it might be cool. Can't figure out why there's a couch fabric. I know, it's just, I think they were just playing off of the texture. I'm going to try it though. I'm using this suite for one of my swaps, not the swap you're in, Roz, but another swap. And so I will play. Beautiful leaves. And then finally a close-up of the books. What do you think about the books? The books are what throw me. The books, I'm like, books and leaves, I don't know. But don't think too hard about it, I guess. I should just go with the texture and the color of it. Beautiful paper. Let's see. I have some 12 by 12 basic white. I don't think we need to go through all that. Guess what? It's the same, but very handy. It's for a project I'm going to be bringing to you next week. Yes, I'm going to open registration for a new class. It's not cards, so I'm excited. It's almost ready to unveil. Not quite though. This is also in that suite. Beautiful distressed paper. Let me see. This feels kind of like the weight of the gold distressed paper. If you are familiar with that, it's in the annual catalog. Pretty Peacock. What's this other one? Let's see. Oh, just copper. Copper on copper. So that is a lot like the distressed gold paper. Might be the very same. I mean, except for, obviously, it's copper. I think I prefer the copper. Well, it's just very fall to me. Roz, you bought this too? Yeah. I know, because you like the 4 seasons, even though you don't always get them, right? Let's see here. Let's look at those. Let's look at these. These are nested treat boxes. They're very cool. I probably won't put the whole thing together for you, but they make like, you could make a an advent calendar out of these, or you could make a little treat box for somebody, of course. And it's kind of like, I'm trying to think of what to liken it to. There's like 4 drawers in a dresser, okay? That's what it looks like. So let's see, these are the boxes, and there must be bases. Okay, and then I think you can like put 4 together. So let's take one of each. And let's see, how many are in here? 8, okay. Hello, Deborah. You haven't looked through yours yet. Yes. You have to finish what you're working on. I know. That's totally right. You have to finish what you're working on, or you will never get through it because you'll get sidetracked. Now I'm doing the very thing that I say not. However, the project I'm working on, I'm in love with, so I will not get sidetracked. I'm jonesing to get back to it today. So these already have the adhesive on them, and it looks like it's, you know, like tear and tape quality stuff. It also feels like they're food safe. I don't know that for sure. Don't hold me to that. You could definitely put, I'm thinking of like a little candy, and then maybe it'd be really cute for a bracelet or a little piece of jewelry. And you can also gather them together. In the catalog, they've gathered them together into 4 and then wrap them with some beautiful ribbon. So if you have multiple things to give away. So let's see. Let me make sure I'm on the camera, not holding this close to myself. Ooh. Okay, so I'm just like going up to the corner and then bringing it up. Okay, and then this guy. And again, I could have stamped on this. It definitely is ready for that, as well as putting any sorts of embellishments on it or things like that. You could spritz it. I mean, same thing as with our regular cardstock. Nice little box here. What is it? It is 2.5. I like that. 2.5. Okay, and then here's the outside of the drawer. Again, just think of them as little drawers. There's a Cindy on here. Cindy. Hello. Very nice to have you guys here today. So yes, I went to dinner last night. Let me tell you about it, please. It was delicious. I had a sirloin steak. And my friends, they're always talking about this chimichurri. They aren't always really talking about it so much as like when we go to this restaurant, they always get chimichurri. Both of them do. Whatever they order, they throw some chimichurri on it. And so I'm like, well, I like chimichurri. And I hadn't eaten most of the day, so I was thinking a steak sounded pretty good. Anyway, was it good? Oh my gosh. I don't even think I brought my face up from my plate. It was so good. And it was something that I'm jonesing for. Like, I could eat it on some eggs right now. And I asked him last night, do you sell this? And he's like, no. I go, will you give me the recipe? And he goes, no. I go, well, great. That I just have to keep coming back here? And he's, yes. Okay, let's check it out. And then this is how these, oh, so cute. Look at that. See what I mean? This would be a really cute advent calendar. You'd have to get 3 or 4 boxes of them. That's all right. Hello, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. And then, of course, these just slide out. They won't just slide out the first time, but you know. So super cute. I love the size. Like, it's not overwhelming. You know, some of these things, if you have to fill them with candy, then you go, it's just candy, but that's expensive. Candy's expensive now. And so anyway, I think that's really manageable, but still there are tons of cool things you could put in there and make even the simplest gift special just with your talent. Thank you for sharing, Elizabeth. Yes, feel free to share. Bring in some more friends. Okay, here's that distressed 3D embossing folder I was telling you about. Again, goes with the autumn suite we were just looking at. And it's going to be quite pretty. We have something similar to it. The quatrefoil. You know what I'm talking about. But, of course, this is different. This is still quite a bit different. And it goes with a lot of the patterns on that paper. So, I hope you can kind of see that. Yes. Very cool. And then there are parts that will emboss less than others, which I really like. That reminds me of the time-worn type. How there are pieces that are, oh, that's not going to work. Leave it out. That just doesn't work. Okay, this is some gorge paper. Very classic. All right, it was Corinne and somebody else said they weren't so sure about the Merry and Bright. Maybe you like this color palette, more traditional color palette. This paper I will be using for the swap that you ladies are in, okay? Just a little peek. This is the Joy of Christmas designer series paper, and I think it's Joy of Christmas Suite as well. It is what's used on the front of the catalogs, okay? You had me at hello right there. So let's look, first there's a couple packs of paper. It's like a super suite. It has 2 stamp sets, 2 sets of dies, and 28 to 31. It's on page 28 to 31. It gets 3 pages, so if that tells you anything. It has some vanilla and black gingham ribbon right here. Like, we love our black and white gingham ribbon, right? Well, now we can have it in vanilla and black. You can color it with your blends if you want to, and it is a little bit different width. It's 3/8. I think the other one's 1/4. It also has some loose gems. I have everything here except for the dies, of course, which are gorgeous. But let me show you the specialty paper and the sequins. I guess I don't have the ribbon either. See, it was very like, it was almost like my order was wrong, and then thank goodness I was like, oh, okay. It's not wrong. I was just jumping the gun. Okay, so the paper, you get 2 of 4 different designs. Beautiful shaded spruce and gold, if that's not coming up quite clear. Gold, obviously, maybe not, but I'm gonna mention it. Musical notes. What is this? And cherry cobbler. I almost was gonna say Mary Merlot, but Mary Merlot went bye-bye. And then some, I think, cherry cobbler again. Yeah. Beautiful holly. Isn't that neat? So all of this, the metallic in this suite is gold. Very beautiful. Let's open this paper. I hope I don't act crazy. You know I like to gasp, clutch my pearls when I see some of this sometimes. Hi, Mary Ellen. Yes, it is beautiful. So that's a separate grouping of paper, right? It's in the suite. So again, if you order if you want one of each thing in the suite, there's a number in the catalog, a handy number, item number, that says, okay, for $141, you get all this stuff. I think that is the price of this one. Again, it has 2 bundles, has the whole shebang. Okay, how I was showing the paper last time seemed to work really well. So if this isn't enough, they put this on the back of the catalog, right? That's how gorgeous it is. And then the back of that, oh, how neat. That's like pebbled path. Cool gingham, kind of wavy lines. And then, oh, same pattern in pecan pie. Kind of, it has a sketched feel and watercolored feel. I like that. And then back, nice, kind of a ombre paper with musical notes. This is great, and you could use it for anything. This doesn't scream Christmas to me at all, but you can definitely make it Christmas. Whoa, look at that. That's neat. Almost looks like fire. Very cool. All right, nice red gingham. Again, this is cherry cobbler, so very traditional. And then here's the musical notes, just a lot smaller, and then they brought in the wood grain, so you have a cool mix. And maybe that was right side up. I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to read that and tell me what song that is. Maybe it's Jingle Bells or something. Usually when they put something on the paper, it is not just a mishmash. It's like actual words, actual music, so they'll probably tell us when the catalog goes live. I love this, probably my favorite. Oh, this is neat too, though. What a cool combination of patterns. Let's see what those colors are. I know there's shaded spruce and cherry cobbler, right? Old olive, pecan pie, pebbled path, and real red. There's some real red in there too. A very cool combo. Joy of Christmas. And with that, I do have the embellishments, which are so cute. And I have the stamp sets, and again, I don't have the dies. The die sets have become so like supersonic that I feel bad not showing them to you, but rest assured, we're gonna play with all this. I will have events that will include and feature all of this stuff, which makes me really happy and really tired just thinking about it. So these are neat. Won't these be great for shakers? There's green, gold, red, silver, and it's musical notes. So it's just echoing the things we just saw in the paper. Musical notes and, I don't know, cranberry looking things, but they're not self-adhesive. Okay, so they're big enough that you can easily take some of this glue or the ultra fine tip glue pen and adhere those, or use them for shaker. And then, like I said, these are the stamp sets that are coordinating. You're seeing a pattern here. I love this, and of course it has a die. This was this and this are what was used to make this wreath. So see how it's slightly curved. It's going to give you the magic of that, and they've probably put a couple extra pieces in, along with, again, there's some dies that cut these things out, and then there's some dies that just are companion dies, right, to give you lots of extra texture. This is a great one. I could see that stamped in second generation back behind some of these images, and they have included that pattern on the Noel. So it's going to be like really coordinated sets, and I love these. Let's see, they are shown at 100%. So they're not tiny. I like them. Again, you can do that little trick of a beautiful piece of paper, a ribbon, a sentiment, a couple little embellishments, and you've got a beautiful card. Beautiful. Okay, let's see. What else do I have in here? I have several things. Let's be honest. Okay, and I already showed you that. And I think that's all of my paper. Okay. So let me show you some of the embellishments. Again, this is kind of a random smattering, right? Because some of the things came in and some of the things didn't. So if you're coming in the middle of this and wondering, like, did she only buy parts? No, I didn't. In most cases, I bought the whole shebang. Because I'm the kind of stamper that likes to just have everything laid out for me and coordinated and then be done with it. This, however, I'll probably end up getting this suite. It's called Modern Garden. Very fresh color combination. It's towards the back of the catalog. But I didn't want to get it right now. And so it's a really cool ribbon, though. I'm quite fond of Calypso Coral. And these are some really cool decorative masks. And what got me were the fall type patterns, as well as there are some layering masks in here to very quickly make some sunflowers. So here's a herringbone, houndstooth. I'd say houndstooth. This is also a pattern that is mimicked in some of the Halloween paper, only they've made this into bats. So it's very clever. Oh, nice snowflakes and nice leaves. Love the snowflake pattern. And then these all go together. So they are pieces of sunflowers. See how this is notched right up here? It's different layers of the flower. And I think we're going to do a really quick demonstration of this. What do you think? Why not? Say, do it, Lisa. Okay, I will. You talked me into it. I can do it. I don't know how big that is, but let me see. Do I have some scrap in here? There. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Let's give it a try. Because I'm kind of anxious to see this. All right, let's choose. Crushed curry comes to mind. Old olive. Pecan pie, I think. And we'll see if we need some more layers. I think we will, but this is going to be a really quick way to make a very pretty, close enough. Now I'm getting out my blending brushes, right? And I'm going to use, I might use some of the minis, but for right now, I think the large ones will be okay, but I'll have minis on the side just in case I need them. Okay, so like here's the centers, and then here's the detail in the centers. Then here's the big center, right? Where the seeds are, and then here's the leaves, and then finally there's your flowers. And you need to keep these going the same way. That's how they match. Let's see if I can do it. I am going to put this on my grid paper, and I'm going to tape this down with some labeling tape. So it's, you can use our washi tape or our masking tape as well, but I just wanted to use something to keep it in place so I'm not wondering about where that thing's supposed to be. And then let me start with this one, and I am going to take this, and then I'm going to mark up here once I've kind of seen where I want it on the paper. Let me make sure that this is gonna be the widest part, right? It doesn't have to cover the paper. Yeah, okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pen, and I've got it kind of lined up on the grid paper down here. I'm gonna mark where this V is. See, I'm doing that. And then I'll know how to, hello, Cindy. Hello, Maria. No, Maria, the dies are available. It's just that mine ended up coming in 2 different packages. I thought I had both packages, but I only had one. So that's why I don't have some of them. So no, parts are available. Okay, that's the good news. I'm going to add an early espresso, and I want to use kind of a grungy brush for that. Let me see. Oh, I have a really grungy one. It's probably Blackberry Bliss. It is Blackberry Bliss. No, I think I will dedicate a new one. How about that? Good job, early espresso. Okay, so I am just taking a little bit of my early espresso, rubbing the blending brush. And again, you've got to keep this V in mind, okay? So we're going to lay down the center. It's quite dark, but again, these are kind of, this is going to be the darkest part of it, and it's going to look like the seeds and the center. Looks interesting, doesn't it? Okay, now I'm going to bring in the pecan pie. Probably going to give that just a minute. Help it dry. And then again, line up your V, okay? And then down here, I'm lining it up with the paper, which I've put straight on my grid paper. Cindy, that is so funny that you mentioned my nails. Let me tell you a little secret. Now, and it's not been like I don't care if people notice them or not. I want them to always look nice. But I've been wearing neutrals most of this summer, and no one has commented on my nails. Except for you. You're the first. And I'm not saying that you guys think it's ugly, but I know that it's because I don't have like some bright color on, right? Which I'll start wearing the dark, intense colors here pretty soon for the fall. But it's been really funny to me because so many people comment on my nails live and like in real life and on videos, and nobody has said a word for months. It's been kind of a funny little experiment, I guess. And so anyway, thank you. I am going all neutral this summer. It's great for grow out and for when I work in the yard. And then, you know, I'm harder on them in the summer. And I tried the neutrals, and then I was like, oh, I'm kind of addicted to this, because then I can be rough on them and you can't see the grow out or anything. Okay, so again, I was sidelined there. That threw me off. Okay, so again, we're lining it up, right? We've got our grid paper So handy. And then we are lining it up at the top with the V. And then I'm just bringing in our beautiful colors. And I am holding this down. And so this is a packaged set of stencils that makes a picture with 4 different layers. And it's very quick, right? Because so far, this hasn't taken us very long, and we are laying down some intense color. But that's okay, because I'm going to bring in crushed curry, and I may even do another color towards this in the very little part of the sunflower. So see again, V, straight line, and then you're just kind of covering, and it's letting you have, like, you're going to bring some color a little bit into the centers there, which is neat. That makes sense. That's how the petals would be. They wouldn't just be like cut off straight. Okay, and so first I'm going to lay down most of the ink with crushed curry, and then I'm going to come in, because these petals, there's so many areas, I'm going to come in with, I almost want to use cherry cobbler, but I might use Cajun craze or copper clay. Let's use copper clay. It has a little bit of red in it, and there's also a lot of sunflowers that look like that. How many of you are growing sunflowers now or get to see them where you're at? They're so fun. And the birds love them, which is nice. I do not grow them. I don't know, they take up a lot of room. And actually, I'm just not growing a lot of things that aren't perennial right now. Oh, shoot, my masking. My tape is right there. I'm going to have to move that in a minute. That's okay. We can do it. Who's sneaking up on me? Somebody's sneaking. Yes, they are. Because we have this V here. Oh my God, these are gorgeous. I know that I can move this over to the side and we can catch up. Okay, so that and this, and you can see where it's laying, and that was super quick. You will use a lot of ink from your ink pads doing this. So that's why, one of the reasons why I tell you to get that re-inker. Get those re-inkers, because then you don't have to stop using your ink pads when they go dry. Okay. And since I really made the other colors intense, I thought I better make that one intense. Okay, that's right. Let's look at it. Ooh, that is so neat. Okay, wait a moment. I need to bring in a little, I need another little brush. I don't like that. What about this one? I haven't used that for a while, so sometimes you can just get away with it. Like, it's blue, but I need it for copper clay. And so I'm bringing the little one in on purpose, because I'm not doing like the all over color like I was just doing. Even though I've created a lot of texture simply by using one color, because it just depends on how hard you're pressing, right? Look at this so far. Isn't this kind of wild? So fast. That's kind of unreal. Again, just keep your little V up here on grid paper or whatever. I'm suggesting grid paper, of course, because, well, you can find it in my beautiful store, thestampingzoo.com. Just click on over there. But it really is helpful with the grid marks on it, and it's fast. And I'm going to rub a little bit of this off, because I don't want it to be as full strength as everything else. And then I just want to kind of come in a little bit, like in the center. And have them be almost like the colors in between what the center is and what the petals are. And let's just play and see what we come up with. I bet we're gonna like it. Okay, so again, these masks, you have 4 different masks that have a notch in the top and they line up. And then I'm just going to rinse those off. It's just our classic water-based ink, so they will rinse off. And then in addition, there's also a really big houndstooth mask and a full page of leaves, 3 or 4 different kinds with acorns. Oh my gosh. And then snowflake. This is a really nice set. Okay. Ta-da! Oh, that's so fun. Look at this. I'm in love with it. It's quite a large image. So at this point, you can cut off a little bit of it, trim it down, put, let me grab some old olive. I would put a mat of old olive on this because it's just a nice coordination of what you've already used. Let me see here. Where are you, old olive? Here you are. Oh, yeah. And then you could use some of our neutral embellishments. Look at that. Handmade, one of a kind. None of them are going to look the same. So please don't forget the masks. Sometimes I do, to be quite honest. Sometimes they don't show well in a catalog. These are the Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks. 162331. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, and all of these are going to be as gorgeous as that. It's just that the layering, I kind of wanted to go over the layering with you because of the little tricks of keeping them aligned, and which are pretty easy. This one is kind of a heart in the middle. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Lots of detail, and you create lots of cool texture by simply using your blending brushes. I haven't used my blending brushes in a while, so I was kind of jonesing. What do I have here? Oh, deckled circles. Get out. I really wanted these. Also, don't miss these. They are not part of a bundle. It's not even a particularly huge picture, but they are huge. Look at that. I think there's 14. The largest one will not fit on a standard paper, but it's 5. Well, it's 5.5, but it's 5.5, across. So the cool thing is, again, in the catalog, they show a picture of a partial circle, which is gorgeous. You can also mix and match these with, whoops. There goes my lotion. My lotion's rolling down the hallway. Funny. You can mix and match them with like the stitched shapes. So you can get all sorts of texture simply from these dies. Aren't those pretty? Yeah, those are cool. Deckled circles. Of course, we already have the deckled rectangles. And like I said, mix and match the patterns of the circles. That'll be really fun. That's a keeper. You're going to see those on a lot of things I do. Yes. Hello, Beth. Very nice to see you. Jumping in. Okay, this is a neat one, isn't it? Fruitful Blessings. I love it. And this one has, of course, I got the dies for this one in this order. So we can look at them and they are beautiful. And this one's really fun. This has corn in it. Look, here's the corn and the tassel. What? It's really pretty. So there's all sorts of fall things in here. And again, I can see coloring or heat embossing these. I want to watercolor these pears with like gray, apple green, and like a couple different kinds of yellow or something. I think that would be really pretty. And it is the perfect time for pears in my neck of the woods is fall. So anyway, some very gorgeous images. Could be used for Thanksgiving, could be used for birthday, anything in between, whatever you like. Fall is a beautiful time to make projects. And so then you've got some textural pieces that coordinate. You can cut out the acorns. You can cut out the pears. You can cut out this, of course. You can cut out all of these images. Plus then they have these pieces and the corn. Let's do the corn. Should we do the corn? I know, Corinne. It's so cute. Probably the corn is what pushed me over the edge on this. You never know what's going to push you over the edge. It could be something as simple as corn. A corn die. Ooh, gotta have it. Now, have I thought about that before? Never. But show it to me. I want it. Okay, let's do some corn. Let's make some corn, y'all. It is corn season here. I wish I had fresh ear of corn. I should have gone down to the farmer's market today, I guess, instead of walking the dogs. But no, it's fine. Walking the dogs is more fun. Okay, let's see here. I think I'm going to do a lemon lolly outside. And I will show you all these pieces once I finish, okay? There's too much going on for me to bring the die cutter over here. Too much. And then let's use crushed curry for one of the layers of corn, too. We're making, you know, a bi-colored corn. So bear with me while I'm getting my scraps of paper out. Oh, gosh. That's perfect for an ear of corn. Check it out. Hello, Anna. Very nice to see you. Okay, so let me just get this through here, and then we will put it together. And again, this is, I can tell already, this would be a great die to use adhesive sheet on, but I'm not going to because I like to torture myself. Oh my Lord. Can you hear the crunch right now? I can hear the crunch of the corn. Oh, it's so cute. Now in the catalog, they have made a picture of like tricolored decorative corn, you know, that has like browns and oranges. So just always remember, your corn doesn't have to be the corn you're going to eat. It can be the decorative corn too. Again, especially for the fall, beautiful. But I'm going to make like a fresh ear. Let me get a fresh ear of corn for us here. This is going to be super easy. Do I want Granny? What's this color? Oh, I think I'm going to use, that's a lemon lime twist. It might be a little bright. This is Granny Apple Green. Let's just go with that for now. We're not attaching this to a card or anything. We're just playing. Just playing. So again, this is in that bundle that, this is the bundle. If you're just tuning in. And lots of beautiful fall things, which really fills my heart. Like, I'm going to make so many fall projects, you have no idea. I should probably let work know I'm going to need some time off. Like, about a month. Wouldn't that be so fun? But I still want them to pay me. I mean, don't be silly. I'm not sure that's going to be, that request is going to be approved. But we'll see. I'll let you know. Okay, now I need a little bit of crushed curry so we can do some different looking kernels in the background. We're actually doing the base of the corn in crushed curry. Come on now. I've got this. There we go. I've got a bag. You know how to keep my scraps. And of course, I really didn't want to cut into a new piece of paper for an ear of corn. So thank you for bearing with me. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, ear of corn. All right, super fun. So again, my colors might be a little wacky, but it's okay. We're not using this on a project. We're simply getting the feel of it. Yeah, you could color it for Indian corn. Yeah, exactly. You can bring those blending brushes back in and go over this dye to make it look a little more textured, right? Just like the sunflower. Bring some realism to it if you want. Oh, now don't do this to me. come on. Don't do this to me when I'm on a live. Okay, so I ate a steak last night with that chimichurri. It was so good. But I mean, the steak was good. It was a sirloin. It had a lot of flavor. But all I can really think about was the chimichurri. To my friend, I would eat it on a shoe. Okay, this is gonna wanna get crazy, right? So I'm gonna bring that paper in here. Oh, I think it was coming out. What it's gonna do is wanna bloop all over the place, right? Okay, there we go. Crisis averted. I didn't want to ruin our corn. So just need a little bit to keep this thing together. See how it looks. Mmm, tasty. Yep, that looks like bi-colored corn to me, which I really like. Maybe it's just a, oh yeah, you can use white and yellow. That would really be bi-colored, wouldn't it? I wonder if I like bi-colored simply because it is pretty, or if because it is definitely has a different taste. I don't know. Some of those things are just, you do eat with your eyes, right? So then I think the easiest way to put this on is going to be with a glue dot. And it's like you have shucked this ear of corn. Only thing missing is that sticky corn silk. Perfect. We don't want that sticky corn silk. Look at this thing. It's so adorable. I am chewing on it right now. Oh my gosh, right? It's worth the cost of the dyes simply to get the corn. So there's not a stamp that's the corn, okay? But the corn goes with everything else because this is about bounty. And these are all seasonal things. I love it. Oh my gosh, so cute. And again, and so this is a cling set. I haven't even put it together yet. Do they show? They show it 100%. Okay, so this is the largest image, but the others look nice sized. And I think this is going to be a set that you end up using a couple different stamps and dies on to kind of, again, group them together. It's like things that would be in a cornucopia. So let's put these back for now. You know I'm going to put them on magnets so they don't have to be perfect. Isn't that fun? Can I put the green leaves on the other way? You mean behind the corn cob? Do you mean to put this on behind the corn cob? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I think you can. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. Like this? Maybe that's what it's supposed to look like. I don't know. That's cool. Yep, I think it makes sense either way. Let's see. I will look it up in the catalog and see what they did. I feel like they pulled it back. But isn't it fun? Yeah, it's cute. Let me see if I was just thinking that. You know, I'm always curious, like, did I create a new thing? No, I didn't create a new thing. It's just how my eye, or how I assumed it was going to be. That's really fun. Okay, it is, what page is it on? Oh, so cute. It's on page 45. Sorry, I know I can't show this to you right now. Stampin' Up! Policy. Okay, so they have it where the corn is shucked fully. So they have it the way I put it on initially. But the cool thing is, it goes on either way. It looks great. Look, you could put it on a swivel and shuck the corn. It's magic. I don't need much to entertain me, right? Just some Stampin' Up! Goodies, then I'm happy. So fun. And here's a beautiful set. Merriest Trees. It's quite large. These two are shown at 80%. So this tree, you could easily do a partial tree on a full-size card front. You know, have it coming in just on the side. But it's gorgeous. Look at that. And then I just left all the little goodies on this. So this one, of course, you've got like, you could do a full color of this, and then you could bring in a darker color. You could do old olive and shaded spruce, or first and second generation shaded spruce, whatever you like. You can use this to emboss, you know, and do like emboss resist, anything you want. This is really nice, and it fits inside the body of, it's the same shape as the body of the tree, right? So you can put that inside for your design, or you have all the other ones. Hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season. Cute. Love and joy. There's some gifts, all sorts of ribbons, and a tree trunk, right? Perfect. And you can decorate the tree with these different things, or you can decorate the tree in 3D with all of these beautiful items. Okay, so you can stamp the ornaments. There we go. And then cut them out. So this is one stamp, is 3 ornaments at a time. So that's helpful. And then don't miss this. It's a gorgeous tag with a pretty tag topper that you can make in a different color. Look at that. That's really nice. And of course it will match this smaller tree. It's made to fit into that tree, into the tag. But you can use the tag with anything, this set or something else. And you've got 3 different kinds of stars, 4, 5, 6. These could be just little snowflake images, or they could be stars, right? This is garland. Look at this. You make a bunch of strings of garland. Again, I would use foam adhesive sheet on that. Here is probably like what holds the tree, a tree skirt. I think that's what it's supposed to mimic. And so this is really quite fun. Of course, you can die cut the gifts. You can die cut the trunk, the bows. Here's another piece of tree, right? There's different pieces. Like this is just a branch. So you can put a couple of the trees. Cindy says you can do the tree green and then emboss with white for the snow. Gorgeous. I think that sounds really fun. And so this is like a full meal deal, right? You can do so many things with this bundle. It is not part of a suite, but it's trees. It goes with everything. It goes with all of the papers I've shown you so far, or you can use none of the papers, right? So it goes with everything. Really liked it. It stood out to me. It was one of the first things I put in my cart. Yes. Okay, this merriest trees. Oh my gosh, I have rustic crate. This looked interesting, and the dies are great. There's one in there that I'm not quite sure. Again, we get our corn, pumpkin. You know, I said I love fall. I wasn't kidding. And because I don't want to jump 100% into Christmas right now. You know, I hate it when people rush through fall to get to Christmas. No, that is not me. I enjoy Thanksgiving and all that. Now look, there are a bunch of dies in here. There's a crate that you can make without the stamp set, or you can like put panels together, cut them out. Then there's pieces. This is a handle. Okay, this is like a label you could put on the front and put the little "for you" in there. There's some gloves. Then of course you can cut out all 3 of these images and see it's like Christmas or winter poinsettias. Then you've got like a couple different fall things, I think, or this could even be summer, spring and summer, right? Plants look like they're coming right out of the crate. There's a really pretty little hello in script that doesn't coordinate with a stamp. I can't take that off there right now. I'm going to bust a nail, then I'll be mad. And then there's even hinges. So you could cut this in silver, metal, or whatever. And then this thing, you guys, I tried to play with this. It makes a 3D crate of some sort. I was playing with it. I worked with it for a while. I just couldn't envision it. Maybe you put 2 of these together. I'm not quite sure. But I know that when the catalog goes live, Stampin' Up! Will show me how to use that. If somebody else doesn't show me how first. So if any of you figure that out, let me know. Cindy says fall is the best time of the year. God created so many wonderful colors for the fall. Boy, isn't that the truth? So many wonderful colors. To me, it just physically feels good. Like last night when we went to dinner, it's a restaurant where they can open the sides of, it's like instead of walls, there's garage doors, so they can open them up, right? And it was all open up. A light breeze was coming through. There was a high school reunion, so it was very lively. And it was like such a good night. It felt like mid-September to me, so I was happy as I was wolfing down my steak and mashed potatoes and fresh green beans. Yes, and rosé. Okay, this is very cute, very zany zoo reminiscent, is it not? Don't miss this tiny bird with a hat and a scarf. I mean, get real, so cute. And so had to have it. And it is a standalone stamp set, but again, it's going to go so well with tons of things. Don't forget the deckled circles. You can cut out the deckled circles and stamp these directly on there, or you can fussy cut these. Maria, you can fussy cut these images out. This giraffe is decorating. Of course, he comes in handy when they're hanging the star. I mean, so cute. So this is going to be just a little humor in your Christmas season. I think it's really cute. And I could see putting these on treat bags or anything like that, okay? Finally, a few miscellaneous gems that, again, I think I've ordered the pieces and parts too, but they're not here yet, so that's okay. These are so cool. These are adhesive-backed glitter sequins, but I believe they're flat. Again, like I was talking with you about, they are. I was talking with you about postage. I think these will go flat. I want to try and bring this up here and see if I can give you a cross section of the camera. What doesn't want to focus? I'm too close. I can't handle it. There we go. Can you see that? It's like a piece of glimmer sheet almost. So that is going to be great. I don't know the colors right now. I'm guessing Pretty Peacock, white, Granny Apple Green. What do you think? I'll tell you when I get these labeled. This is what I have to do ahead of me in the weekend too. Let's do a little bit of labeling. These are great. I think this goes with the autumn, the suite that has the Amy Kinders stamp in it. I know you love fussy cutting. That's why I said it. You can fussy cut those animals. These are cool. They're being compared to Easter egg type color, type speckling, and that is what it looks like. It really is. You can kind of see it on this moody mauve. But there's some, glitter just embedded in there. And those are great. And they're also pretty low profile. Just kind of nice. There we go. And then finally, I believe this is also in Modern Garden. Don't miss Modern Garden. It's towards the end of the catalog, and it has a punch with it. I don't know if I'm sold on the punch yet. It's an oval. It's a big oval. But if I see one of you use it, I'm sure I'm going to need to grab it. You guys torture me just like I torture you. So this has 4 different, right? Looks like Flirty Flamingo, Pretty Peacock. I don't know. Could be it's one of the greens, but I don't know. Lost Lagoon maybe, and gold. And so those are really neat. And they are a little bit higher than than the speckled gems I just showed you, but still nice and soft, round. So they're not going to ruin anything in the mail. Oh my gosh, I think that's it, everybody. Is there anything that now you have to tell me, like, what's on your list? Or did I show you anything that you didn't see or weren't thinking about? Some of you haven't even seen the catalog yet. So I'm glad to bring you a little slice of that. And please remember that I have catalogs to send. I'm happy to do it. Some of you have requested them already. Some of you have been my customers in one way or another for the last 6 months. If you are coming to my stamp camp on the Saturday, it's like the 18th or 19th, whatever that is. you will get yours first, and then the rest of them will go in the mail the Monday after. So they'll be coming to you, and this catalog goes live to customers September 6th through January 3rd. Okay. Oh my gosh. Have a great day, everybody. And Roz, you are not weird. I think, well, I love to organize. And I think a lot of us love to organize. And if you're a stamper and you don't love to organize, I don't know how you get anything done. But that's just my opinion. Okay, everyone, I want you to have a lovely weekend. Stay safe. Do a little bit of stamping. And I will see you soon.